Welcome to Cigars and Cinema, where the smoke curls and the story unfolds. We have a very, very, very special guest with us today. Genesis, the Greykid, internationally known artist, poet, creative director, underground hip hop artist from Chattanooga born. Spent some time in Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah.
Dropped the mixtape titled Cigars in 2010. Performed at Baltimore's African American Fest in 2011.
Yeah.
Shout
out to Chrisette Michelle. She was a big part of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And he's also done some wonderful artwork as well. He had this amazing exhibit called Through the Gray.
Mm-hmm.
It's where you pretty much took your poems and put it into your artwork.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Through the Gray brought him into the same room as Halle Berry and Scottie Pippen and Shaq, just to name a few.
Yeah.
And then he has a collection of his poems in a book called Words in Gray.
I like gray.
You have a nice theme there. And you can see his art here from here all the way to London.
Yes.
So welcome, Genesis, man. We're grateful to have you on today, sir.
It's good to be here.
I'm serious, man.
Yeah.
So I like to break the ice. That's our thing on Cigars and Cinema. We like to break the ice.
I dig it.
If you could live in any country, what country would you choose outside of the States?
Outside of America?
Yeah.
My wife has this city in Italy that she loves, and she loved it so much that I was outside of Venice. It's Brescia. And the way she explains it, it reminds me of Chattanooga. So
really?
I'd probably go to Italy.
That's not Italy.
And if not Italy, then Ivory Coast or some, Africa.
That's the motherland.
Yeah.
All right. So, the podcast is about cigars and cinema, but it's a little bit more than that. But what's your favorite and first cigar you remember?
A favorite? I was gifted an Opus X, like a Flamingo Opus X. And that was the best cigar I've had. The first cigar, I think, was a Fuente.
Yeah, one of my top favorites.
Yeah, I love those.
I love them, yeah. 1875.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of started smoking cigars not that long ago, maybe 8-9 years ago.
Okay.
My homie used to got me into it.
Yeah. They're very therapeutic, man. Like you said, you pair it
I'm
with...
literally trying to tell my wife. She don't smoke, so I'll be trying to figure out how to get into it.
So what I did was, not that I tricked my wife, I gave her like a sweet cigar, like a berry.
Smoke.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, she'll have one with me. Nice berry flavored cigar. I'm trying to get her more into the brown liquor, but she's a wine, red wine.
Yeah.
Type of lady, white wine, Riesling.
Yeah, if you can work your magic.
Yep. So are there any movies where you've seen artwork similar to yours featured?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a homie I used to mentor. I ain't gonna say his name. I used to mentor in Nashville, and he kind of, I took it as a compliment. Me and my homie Rich was talking about this earlier. There was some fashion designers that kind of did something similar with him. You just take it as you really like my work. I'm glad you like what I'm creating.
Wow.
At first, I used to get kind of upset with it, but I'm learning to just be like, okay, this is you saying I really like what you create.
Yeah.
Wasn't always that way, though.
No, it's growth.
Yeah. I'm mad at him now.
All right. So most artists, have their own style, and they have their own definition of style. I think you have your definition style, or your artwork is called Poet and Guardia.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Explain that. Where'd you get that phrase from, or that style?
It's kind of just conflating something that's abstract, just avant-garde.
Okay.
And something that is poetic in nature. Like, I used to see the poetry in my wife's lap, or the poetry in my mother's hands. It's all around us without the words.
Yes.
it's like the anatomy behind the thing can kind of. So when I started seeing that, I wanted to create a word that I felt like would better describe what the texture of what I was creating felt like.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like when you see a lot of cinema directors, for example, one of my favorites is Spike Lee or like Alfred Hitchcock. They have their own style of film.
You go see the new Spike Lee joint with Denzel?
Oh, you know it, man.
Yo,
Spike Lee can't do he
can't do no
can't do no wrong. Him and Denzel together, they can't do any wrong. You know, a lot of my short film that I recently shot.
You gonna have to send that to us? I'd love to check it out.
Definitely will. I want everything I do to have substance. You know, like
my man.
I can do fluff, but like literally the short film is literally based off my wife and I like relationship. We added a few little nuggets, but the best teacher is life. So instead of you making something off the top of your dome, just look in your life and pull from that.
My man, I like that.
You know,
yeah,
for inspiration.
I would love to watch it.
Oh,
we are heavy in film. We consume a lot of film.
Yeah,
like 2-3 movies a day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like
I wish I could make that.
We consume a lot of film. So yeah, we love to check.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of film, what's your favorite genre of film?
Mystery.
Mystery? Okay.
All right, old fashioned, man.
All right.
Mystery.
How far back? Like the 40s, 50s, or 60s?
Oh, yeah, I can go 20s. I can go 30s. I can go 40s.
Okay.
Or I could go present. My favorite mystery film would be The Good Shepherd.
Okay.
Oh.
What year was that?
Check it out. 2006.
2006, The Good Shepherd. Okay. Favorite movie scene with someone smoking a cigar? That one movie you saw and it always clicks because of someone, had this famous monologue or.
That is a great question.
For example, one of mine is, I'm a big nerd. Is Superman 1978? Well, Christopher Reeve.
We both nerds. Snape. I'll put get stuff on there.
Yeah. And Perry White, he's talking to Clark Kent and Lois Lane, but the whole time he's giving them directions on like how are we going to get the first story with Superman. He has a cigar in his hand. It's like a stogie, I think. I'm thinking like this is not realistic. Like he's going, there's no ash falling. And then, but he was demanding the room. Although the most powerful man is in the room with Superman, Clark Kent was showing him reverence and listening to Perry White, who was the editor-in-chief. So things like that, Scarface, of course, but.
I gotta get back to you on that one. That's a good question.
That's all good. What story do you hope people remember 20 years from now, both in art and in life, about you?
He tried his best.
Keep it real. He tried his best.
Hey, he tried his best, man.
I love it. So
these are all great questions.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah. My lovely wife and producer helped generate a lot of these questions. So she's a woman of many talents.
Yeah.
All right, Tamika.
Great questions.
So my background in art is pretty much animation. I have my degree in animation. So a lot of artists had 2D. I'm old school, man. I'm like Chuck Jones. I'm Hayao Miyazaki. I learned some 3D, but 3D to me it doesn't have a texture. Only certain studios for me can bring that. Like a Pixar can do it. They make you feel that character, and it makes you forget that it's kiddie movie, per se. But what I'm trying to get to is, I have different artists who've influenced me. Like I said, I had Spike Lee, Hayao Miyazaki, Chuck Jones, Alex Ross, a fine comic book fine artist, so watercolor artist. What's some of the artists who've influenced you, over the time?
My biggest influences were in music.
In music, okay.
Yeah, so I have a lot of respect for a lot of fine artists. but the musicians, that's who I was listening to while I was creating.
Gotcha.
So I feel like that inspiration was almost a co-creator with me in the lab. So if I'm like, I'll throw on Tom York, Radiohead, and I can listen to 40 songs, like just paint. But my playlist is super eclectic. It's all over the place. Like, it'd be like as a Yugoslavian band that I really love, to song September 1972. It'll go from that to like some Ethiopian jazz from the 40s to Tom York to some gangster shit. You know, so E40 or so. I love E40 because they everything. Yeah, it's like it's in. I'm all over the place with music, but that's where the most of my inspiration is, from the people and the music.
Okay, so let's touch the music. Let's touch the music. I'm a bass player, but I do a lot of. I'm in R&B, jazz, funk, things of that nature. So they say when you animate, you shouldn't listen to music, but I'm hard headed. So when I was animating a lot, I was listening to classical music because it's so melodic and so it's not as chaotic as jazz.
I love classical.
You know, one of my favorite composers, John Williams, the guy who did Star Wars and Superman. Yeah, he originally was a jazz artist.
Yeah, that was Zimmerman.
Oh, Zimmerman pulled from John Williams.
Yeah, really.
He pulled from John Williams.
Yeah.
So now music is instrumental in my life as well as an artist. You know,
I mean, I feel like in your field, it helps paint the landscape. Yeah. Like, it's equally as important to the film. The music is a lot of times, I think, the lubricant to a lot of the action.
Yeah.
To a lot of the emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure. No, I like that, man. I like that. So, if you could have made an album with any artist, alive or dead, as far as, you know, writing or on the album with them, who that would have been, you know?
I would have threw a lot of my homies in there.
Okay.
I'm big on family. I'm big on the homies first, you know. So it would have incorporated Mike Stallone, Mike Murder. He's a producer. He's in Atlanta. Mike G, Sleep. He's down in Texas.
Okay.
Bob Marley.
Yeah.
I would have loved to do something with Bob. This one is gonna be. This is one. My lady don't like this artist, but I really like this artist. Bobby Womack.
No,
I love Bobby Womack.
He's an OG, man.
He's an OG.
He's an OG.
Like, I would slip a love. Let Bob help us get the, you know, we'll catch the pocket with Bob, and then Bobby Womack. He'll just have that, you know, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah, no.
You're in the 62 Lincoln County, you know, the answers. Come on, man. It's just, I think some Bobby, man. And then there's a few other artists. Marley Fox, he's a Bay Area artist, super dope. 2 songs. And if I can name like 1 or 2 more, Tom York, just I respect his creativity, and Miles Davis. I love Miles Davis.
Man, Miles. One of my favorite tracks from him was Cuts or Tutu. One of my favorite bass players, Marcus Miller. When Miles was starting to decline and he was having some issues in the 70s and 80s, Marcus produced Tutu, bass player. And that it was to see artists from like the 60s still be relevant in the 80s and 90s, man. You know, all that he's been through, that was very impressive.
You know what's wild is like when you look at their face.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is, but like if you were born in the 40s, you got a different face than a guy born in the 90s.
Yeah.
Even if like both your parents black, they both ate collard greens and chicken.
I got you. Same city, everything.
Same city, raised around the same experience. Both of them black men will have very different. I be feeling like the generation carries its own weight, like in the anatomy of the baby being conceived. So if it's like whatever that weight is, like babies, when I look at like old pictures from like 1910, those black guys, the 1940 black guys, the 2010 black guy, they all look like different.
Yeah, that's facts. And I think it was because the burden was heavier back then.
You think? Yeah.
For example, look at what Dr. King had to endure at such a young age.
No, they was young.
He did all of that before 41, before 40, right?
Well, I be thinking they be 50 and 60. Nah, exactly bad. They look old, but
they look
dead.
Yeah. And then you fast forward to someone like Tupac, not to put him in the same category as Dr. King, but he had all of that music.
Yeah.
And he died before 30, bro.
That's crazy.
All that music.
Yeah, that's
such as he was rubbing elbows with Madonna, all those people, they all wanted to be near him. And then you have young cats who are not even 50 or 60, and they're just now getting into their own. Like, for example, if I'm not mistaken, Pharrell Williams, producer.
I love Pharrell.
I love Pharrell.
I love Pharrell. Shout out to Pharrell.
Yeah. Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach. Yeah.
I live not far from Pharrell. Their mom was a librarian at a school I used to live in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole family of good people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So Pharrell, for example, in a way, a late bloomer. Like, he did some of the stuff with, Teddy Riley and those things, but Pharrell and them, man, they were late 20s, early 30s when they first got like over that hump, and I think that goes to show, like,
we are what we're supposed to
do.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, God, to me, God's timing is impeccable and it's perfect, man.
He's spiritual God.
Spiritual God, yeah. Spiritual over religious, because
what's the difference to you?
To me, religion is like man-made rules and things that say you have to do this. Spirituality is you having a one-on-one relationship with God. That's, to me, a spirituality.
Yeah.
Because often, not to get preachy, you can go to church every day and not know who God is. You can every day, but it's how you live, man. I believe in going to church, but I think it's how you treat people and how, and your different morals and things like that you show other people, because your best example is the way you live your life. Someone may look at Genesis, you know what?
I agree.
There's something about that guy.
Yeah, no.
And then you guys go down this. You guys go down this this path or this rabbit hole, and they can learn so much more about your spirituality and what you believe in.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree, brother.
Yeah,
I'm just saying spiritual.
Nah, it's spiritual. I believe in spirituality for sure.
Check out Cigars International Superstore, located in East Ridge, Tennessee. This over 6,500 square foot cigar shop, bar, and lounge features over 1,300 cigar brands to choose from, a full-service bar, spacious indoor and outdoor seating options, flat-screen TVs for all the games, a state-of-the-art ventilation system, and so much more. Here, you'll find and enjoy great deals and events featuring the biggest brands, names, and stars in the cigar industry today. Early mornings to late nights, doors open every day at 9 a.m. Come experience the ultimate cigar destination.
I gotta get reacquainted.
Yeah.
I gotta get reacquainted with God.
Yeah. So not only am I a believer, in spirituality and God, I follow that Jewish carpenter, Jesus Christ. I think often in this time and age, people are ashamed to even say his name. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, because I feel like there's been a lot of things cloaked under the Jesus banner.
Yeah.
That wasn't always for people's benefit.
Yeah.
So growing up, I was really suspicious of Jesus.
Okay.
When I would pray, I didn't even want to say Jesus' name.
Wow.
Because I'd be like, I don't know, Jesus taking a lot of credit. Like, for real, I'd be like, And then the blonde hair, blue eyes thing, I'm like, come on, bro. He was born in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Outside in October.
Yeah.
Not December.
Yeah.
And it was like, come on, bro. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
Like, so I was always suspicious I would read passages like, no, if you're a slave, like, no, keep doing it. Like you gonna get it when you call. It's like, it sounded like a finesse.
Yeah.
And me and my wife kind of grew together to come closer to the understanding of what that relationship was. You know what I'm saying?
So,
So yeah, I'm now we dialed in.
Yeah. Now, it's funny you mention that because often oppressors did use Christianity to oppress people. But the funny part, if you read anything about the Apostle Paul, he said, if you find yourself available to get out of slavery, run. But the oppressors wouldn't teach that to the slaves.
Yeah, they don't want to see that.
Back then, we couldn't read.
Yeah.
You know?
So like, man, the Ethiopian bomb, they're like, how we're going to take this.
Nah, so I tell people, don't ever let that be a stumbling block. Because really, man, to me, in my household, even at my church, Jesus was never blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
We never even care about his color. His color makes no difference.
That's what I've learned, is that the color makes a man. Bro, nigga could have been aged.
What does it matter?
He's
going to help you get the salvation.
Yeah.
Give me salvation.
Man, it's all real good.
Yeah. But I appreciate the outlook, man.
Well, I think if you want to approach spirituality with a sincerity and a pureness, you got to be okay with being wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that sky might crack open when we walk outside, and it could be a blue elephant coming down with 8 arms, and we both look at each other like, oh, we had it wrong, bro. But are you going to do it with grace and humility and love?
Yeah.
Something like it, you really got to work hard, I think, to fall into that space where you're cut off from the source of the divine.
Honestly, For facts. And another thing that Jesus says, he said, people often think when we get to heaven or paradise, it's going to be all people who confess instead of believing Jesus. I said, hold on. There's Native Americans who never heard the name of Jesus. There's people in the Congo who've never heard of Jesus.
That's okay.
Do you think that they're going to be excluded from the kingdom? That's how it works.
Nah.
Jesus says, as long as I choose them, I'll take them to the Father. So I said, people get caught up in semantics, man. You gotta rightly divide the word, man. You know, and I think often in the past, our grandparents and parents, they didn't know it. They didn't get it right. So it's up to us to figure that out. You know, whether it's with your wife or the pastor, whoever, you know.
If you met Jesus and when you turned around, it was Trick Daddy, and he was like, well, man, that you be cool with.
If that's the Lord and Savior, that's the Lord and Savior.
That's how I feel.
That's who he is.
When I be talking to God kind of looked like one of the homies. Yeah,
he could.
And I'd be like, yo, I'm going through it. He'd be like, look, it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
And we be talking like down here, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the great thing about God the Father, Spirit, Jesus, man, you know, and people get that, you know, mixed up as well as far as the triune Godhead.
We all trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we all trying to figure it out. But like I said, I'm glad we had that connection with spirituality. I mean, I think it's very important that we put more of that in our message, whether it's art, music, whatever. But don't be knocking people over the head with it.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, don't knock people over the head with it.
It goes back to the living example. Like you can be a Christian artist without painting Jesus.
No.
Same with the music. You don't have to be like, yo, Jesus. It's like, you don't even got to say it. Just live your life.
Live your life.
Yeah.
Let your walk be your example, you know, of him.
The Quran. You need to dive into the Quran.
I am down to Isa. No.
I know what oh, man.
I had to know. No.
It's
I had to know about the Quran.
I've become a better Christian studying with some Muslim brothers.
No, you have to, man.
I think truth makes you better than how you came.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was funny. For years, my barber was Muslim in Philly. And him and I got into a little bit, you know, a healthy debate. And he said, yeah, we believe in Jesus. Is that we don't believe him as the Son of God. Like he's the Messiah.
Yeah.
You know, and the Quran, his name is Isa, right? Cool.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want to be more interested and not be so closed-minded, you know, because when I was in college, I had to learn the Quran. That's why I learned it. I own a copy of the Quran, you know.
My man.
And you know, the funny part, some of the most devout people, spiritually and religiously, are from Islam.
Bro, I met some of the most beautiful people.
Yeah.
They all happen to be either Buddhist or Muslim.
Yeah.
And they helped me on my path. And I would fall under the Christian narrative as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spiritual more.
Yeah, and I said spirituality is huge, man. It's huge. So segueing back into art and music or poetry, do you have any pieces that would be considered controversial? And if so, what was that message? You know,
I got one that might be now.
Yeah.
Me and Kanye did something together.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
And this was Ye back when he was stepping into making Christian music.
Yeah.
And so he made his last secular hip hop song.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Brothers.
Okay.
And it was him apologizing to Virgil and Jay-Z and other relationships that were thin.
Yeah.
But I think he ended up strengthening those relationships, especially Virgil before he passed.
Definitely Virgil, yeah.
And we did that, and we had people. I mean, we got an offer for like $400,000 on this painting. We turned it down. We was like, nah, we gonna sit on this. Just gonna go for a meal. Like we gonna sell. So
I like that.
My manager, 3 years later, produced the Genius film. That came out on Netflix. So we dialed in. We got the artwork. Okay, now my manager did the film.
Yeah.
With Kudi and Chike, shout out to them. They two mentors of mine.
Yeah.
I mean, we peers now, but they helped me unravel the mystery of living life for a living. They're getting paid just to exist. And man, like going through it and, you know, moving through the space with that guidance, it helped me learn how to, I don't care who you are, I can say no. They really helped me with
power.
And so it wasn't controversial then. It was like, oh, you did the Kanye thing. That's what's up. Yeah. We invited to these parties. Yeah, I mean, he's vibing. You know, it was cool. What I don't know how many years back, but we walking in the new Kendrick and Baby King joint came out. What was that? Dun dun. Oh, play the family time. Get to the premiere. Ye right here, you know, Riri, Eastside Rocky, and we with the whole gang. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a blessing. All the love in the building. Yeah. Then what? 2 years later, this brother, and this ain't no diss against Ye. I still love Ye, but I just don't understand Ye right now. And so he threw on the black Ku Klux Klan thing. Did you see this? Yeah. It's with the diamond out swastika. Yeah. Bro, I got Jewish family, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a rough spot to be in. Me, the only people that got access to the studio is my billionaire patron homie. Yeah. Who we got like a 99-year lease situation going. And the rabbi. Wow. Because me and the rabbi, we talk about Buddhism, you know, the Buddhist approach to kind of keep the mind fertile. We talk about the Muslim approach and the dedication and discipline. We talk about a lot of different aspects of spirituality to strengthen each other. Yes. You know what I mean? Exactly. There's some stuff I drop on him. He like, yo, G, I never looked at it that way. Yeah. And he adjusts his lens through his faith as I do mine. Yeah. Introspection. I don't even know, like now me and my team are like, we still stand on it. We collaborated with Ye. I think he's a creative genius. Yeah. But also, I don't understand, you know, the language he's using has hurt a lot of homies that's not Zionists. Exactly. They're not, I think the people he's angling it at, it feels kind of reckless, but yes, very conflicted, man. I respect him as a creative. Yeah. For sure. So I'm in a weird place. The real face? No, I understand, man. I understand. It's like if me and you was riding in the car and you rolled down the window and you said something wild. Like there's some handicapped children playing in the street. Yeah. And you like, yo, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And I'm in the car with you. I'm like, oh my, come on. Yeah. Bro. Yeah. No. You know what I mean? You feel compromised. We still going where we're going, but compromised. Still compromised. Yeah.
So you have that piece that you're sitting on, you know. I hope
It's in the restaurant. You know, I still love it.
okay.
It's just the homie had a moment, and
No.
I don't know him like I can call him and be like, yo, yay, what you doing?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I gotta interpret, you know.
That's it. I understand. Do you have anything coming up that you want to share? Any projects, exhibits?
My wife is building a museum. I celebrate her like I celebrate myself.
Come on.
Culture and Code Museum.
Lift her up, man. Lift her up.
So top of the year, she's grabbing like 10 residencies, like 10 buildings, houses, commercial spaces.
Oh, wow.
That'll be located around the world that artists have access to, that can they just have to leave kind of something behind in the space. So if you're a sculptor, you might leave a sculpture. We cover all the expense.
Wow.
We just want you to create and leave something there.
It's like a safe haven, man.
Oh, for sure.
I like that.
These are all in beautiful locations. Kren is handpicking all of the locations.
Oh, wow.
She's curating all the spaces. And we bring our wealthy collectors through to support other artists they might not have came across before.
Yeah. I like that.
And so
it's beautiful, man.
And I can't think of many museums, maybe 2, one in Brooklyn, that are ran and owned by a curator.
Yeah. That's
the merch is like just coming from a wealthy class or a big endowment.
Yeah, exactly.
But we doing this off the God, off muscle, you know.
I love that, man. I love that. So to get back to art, how has art served your purpose and like in your goals? You know, like,
man, it's become like a ministry.
I like that, ministry.
Yeah, because if I'm trying my best to be a better human being than how I arrived, and I can get closer to that source we were talking about.
Yeah.
Whatever you believe, if I can get close to the truth, if I put that in the artwork, when you approach the art, you should leave a better atheist, better Christian, better Muslim, a better whatever you are. There should be a hidden kind of wisdom that you come across if you're being honest in the work, and whatever work that is. And when you do that, it doesn't matter what it looks like.
Yeah.
It matters what it feels like. That's what I tell artists that I mentor. You really pour yourself into the work and the truth of the work. Whether you're the good guy or bad guy in that scenario, it moves people.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah. I pray and I wish and I hope that all your endeavors are successful, man. And whatever you and your lovely wife do, man. I'm serious, man.
You too, man.
It's beautiful to see. I know we throw this around a lot, Black excellence, but I mean it, man, because we talked about that before with Dr. King. There was so much Black excellence back in the 50s and 60s with, Tulsa, the first Black Wall Street, and the things they were doing in Harlem, and even down to what they're doing in Atlanta, man. But I love that I get to, share the space with you.
And your wife, I
appreciate that, man. So that's a wrap, man.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And remember, it's the Cigars and Cinema, where the smoke curls and the story unfolds.